expect natin sa game number 2? Pick and bans are underway, so let's get it going.
Ooh.
Man,
Ant-Man, first one banned out
as
naman.
expected.
Respect the Ant-Man ban. Deadpool is still being banned here by Assassin Warriors. Ayaw na ayaw talaga nila sa Deadpool, which gives you an idea. They probably don't like going up against a fighter jungler with a strong dive and damage. Strong damage and at the same time makunat. So that could be something that Espada keeps in mind when drafting here.
All right. There we go.
Doctor Strange gets banned out.
I don't know about the expected.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they should have banned Cap instead of Doctor Strange. Yes, is a bigger threat compared to Cap.
Mm-hmm.
So Cap,
Right.
Neymar, Jubilee being picked up. Let's see what the next two are gonna be. So far, Neymar, Jubilee, we have seen that time and time and time again. We know what to expect.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's see what he picks. And that is what I mentioned, where you would want to get the fighter jungler, but he has wound on, so he might not be going to the jungle. I like the Cull Obsidian pick because if they get caught in the vortex and they can just push with the Cull Obsidian ult on Namor and take him out of his vortex, your team's gonna be fine. So I
True,
like
that's
that pick.
true. It's a very smart pick right now.
Mhm.
Hmm. Hmm. Here, they are going to have a Star Lord on the Assassin Warriors, though.
Mm.
I like that.
Yeah, gonna be good against Shoot Face. Especially if he pops his ult up Kapayapa and can just be a little bit braver. They're gonna need a strong fighter diver though on the side of Assassin Warriors. Won't be surprised if they pick the Heimdall again. Actually, just change the build a bit, but mm, they're currently hovering over the cloak and dagger. We actually get to see cloak and dagger.
Good, that's good. That's good. I love it. Cloak and Dagger. It's been really strong. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be even stronger, especially in this patch. So we'll have to wait and see because right now we are now going to head into game number 2. Which composition are you favoring, Reptar?
With the cloak and dagger appearance, because I have been seeing a lot of really annoying cloak and daggers here. A part of me is leaning a little bit more towards assassin warriors because of that silence that can annoy you and your team in ways that you can't expect that it would. Like for out of nowhere, suddenly you have a silence that's up just when you feel like you've got your groove going into a team fight, or you've got a groove going on in a team fight. Then yeah, that's gonna be really annoying. But I feel like what's gonna be important here for the side of Espada is gonna be Rex's performance on that Captain America. Surprised though that they didn't put it on the jungle. I would have liked the Captain America on the jungle more here, but they liked how Glad performed with Proxima Midnight. So let's see how this is gonna go.
Mm, huh, huh, huh. Bakal boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only comment right now. Bakal boys. We are seeing the Bakal boys in action, boys and girls. They're gonna be going up against a Star Lord and of course a Jubilee. So this time, Assassin Warriors Esports on the red side. They may be going for an invade here. Shoot face gets poked by the Jubilee. Nothing much happening though. Both teams just hovering with each other. They're still gonna be going for Proxima though, but there's the invade as expected here coming in from Espada. This time the Assassin Warriors answer back with the same thing, immediately stealing the red buff from Espada.
Good start there. Good steal. Meanwhile, they were able to get a steal in the top lane too, and a steal in the butt by Red. So let's see how it's gonna go. Shoot facing Vessi. And in the bottom lane here, and throughout the game, they really have to watch out here for Reaper's performance on that cloak and dagger. With the silence now being instant,
Mhm.
as I did say, that can throw you off so much, and they have to watch their positioning here. Espada. If they're not careful, Cloak and Dagger is gonna silence a good amount of the team. If you get two or three silenced in your team, man, it's gonna be really difficult.
Yeah, we're undergoing some technical difficulties, boys and girls. So we're gonna have the game paused in just a bit,
Hmm.
so that we could have it fixed. Just some problems with the player, so that you guys could see the game clearly as much as possible. I think we made the changes with the names as well, so don't you worry, guys. It's paused so you guys could see it. Um, Things like this, it's it happens. It's the
Yep.
Pioneer stream. We're testing things out. We've tested it out before. We're trying to make it even better for you guys. So rest assured, moving forward, it's gonna be even better. Let's wait a minute. Once the end is done, you guys should be able to see the action.
Yep. But of course, while that's happening, let's paint you a picture of what's happening. Actually, in the bottom lane, you have the War Machine and Call Obsidian together as expected. Mid lane is being held down by Espada's Iron Man, and the top lane, it's actually Captain America. And it's interesting what I've noticed here that actually in both games they had Charles's Jubilee play top, not in mid as we'd expect energy users usually, but playing top and harassing there. So that
Yeah.
is the picture right now for the side of Espada. For Assassin Warriors, on the other hand, yep, Jubilee up top. Mid lane, it's they're taking turns. I think no one's holding down mid, like Todong holding it down. They're just clearing it, moving, and then clearing and moving. That's how Assassin Warriors are playing, have been playing both games.
Yeah,
Interesting
Ant-Man,
approach.
AO, DS, they were banned out. What was the last ban for the Assassin Warriors? I know
Assassin
it was
Warriors.
DS
It
and
was
one more.
Deadpool.
There we go. So those were the
Deadpool
four
ban.
bans. A fight breaks out immediately. Kapayapaan nearly dies in that engagement. Now it's Neymar being caught out here. They're chasing after the Neymar right now. They're going for more. They will not secure any kills though. So Espada are trying to go back here as Ixie cuts the back line. Now Ixie is in trouble as Glad hopping in, out, and over nearly takes out the Black Widow. But both teams will stay alive.
And while that skirmish happened in the top lane, now Rek gets a little bit more damage done to the top lane turret and getting that farm as well. No losses by both teams, which is good. You don't want to give away a loss that quickly. Gets a silence, immobilized. They're peppering away at Vessi, but Vessi gets away. And both teams now playing it
Well,
much slower,
maybe
but a little bit
not
more
though.
aggressive
They're
at
going
mid.
for more. Here comes the rockets. Here comes the damage. Whirlpool was committed, but it will not help out. First blood going to Ret Loves You. And with that, Espada making the plays.
Ooh,
I
good
like the
work
I like the
there by
matchup
Spada.
bot though. Star Lord Gad, and then we have Call Obsidian with the War Machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a battle of pokes, a battle of initiation here. A lot of damage being dealt onto the Star Lord though. You see the damage by the War Machine. So that's some pretty big stuff.
Yeah, Kapayapan really has to watch where he's stepping here because that War Machine, at times, War Machine players usually aren't afraid to use their ult just to deal a little bit of damage to you before a team fight happens, or even just to force you back out of lane. They can't do that. So Kapayapan really has to be careful with his feet here. I mean, he has the rocket boots. So if they go in for an engage, expect Kapayapan to rock in the rocket boots, bring out the Milano strike, and just really try to get damage done on the War Machine since he has the possibility to. Now they're both setting up here for the Leviathan.
Will be a fight though. Here they go. Whirlpool committed. They catch three. Unibeam is gonna be committed as well. They're trying to deal damage here.
Ooh.
Call Obsidian gonna go down to the Black Widow, and they are on the chase. Glad dropping as well. Now it's Sugar landing. Can they kill for more? No, they will not. And with that, it's a buff secured by the Espada squad, but they lost two in return. Was that worth it?
Maybe not so much. Losing two, it's gonna hurt. This is a That's a problem they've been having here. Oh wait, no, Iggy getting taken down in a wreck, taken down as well. That's a 1-4-1 trade.
Yep, it's glad though going after Chelsea here.
Chelsea.
The stun is there, and with that, say goodbye Jubilee. As now it's a 3-for-3 in favor of neither team because even the gold is dead even.
They're even on the gold. Sugar forced to go back, and both teams right now they're just giving and taking, not really able to do a
Papayapano,
big
they're
change.
going
Oh,
in. They're
silence.
committing the ult. Milan strike, going for more. Here comes Glado. The hook is there. But the save from Reaper keeps the Star Lord alive. Here comes Chelsea to deal damage. Two members of Espada drop into below half. They will be forced back.
And see the game changer that you can get from Reaper Silence on that Cloak and Dagger. But that was a good response there from the side of Espada. Both teams really just respecting one another here, a bit more cautious than the last one. Oh, Avenger Vanguard! Pop it off. They go in. There goes the Vortex. Will they be able to get the kill here on Rex Loves You? There goes the ultimate. The Unibeam coming in from Sugar,
Uh-oh.
driving
Uh-oh.
them back. But Glad going up against Ixie, but he has help, and they get the kill on the Jubilee. It does the Iron Man. And now,
Uh-oh.
pretty
Uh-oh.
even trade, 1-for-1 once again, giving and taking both of these
It
teams.
was not good. Here comes the Cull Obsidian catching another one, but it was a bad idea. Kapayapaan was saved for some reason though, but now it's Shootface finishing off the Cloak and Dagger. Can Kapayapaan finish off the War Machine? Probably not. So it's a support for a support here in the bottom lane. 5-5, 8 minutes and 45 seconds in.
They're just giving and taking and trading, but oh, they might get a kill from this, but they do get the turret. Kapayapan able to get away, but Charles finds Sugar, chasing after him. Nope, just the right amount of damage and getting back. Glad, meanwhile, stealing here the bottom blue buff. Will he be able to get it? He does get to secure it though.
Oh man. Oh man. Black Widow finishes off the Iron Man though. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really big deal. Iron Man has been very crucial for Espada, but Black Widow, ooh, 4-1-1. They're gonna go for another gank topside though. They're gonna catch out. Rex loves you. Pops that ult. Gonna try to get away. Will he be able to? Looks like he might on a sliver of health, but the ult from Vessi pushes the enemy towards Rex, and that causes Captain America to go down. Could have gotten away, but just was not enough after a big misplay from the Call Obsidian. This time, Assassin Warriors looking at the Surter and planning to take it off here. Vessi
Sugar with the
trying to
unit beam.
harass.
Oh, he
Is
gets
gonna
the
say,
steal.
oh, I got it! He got it! Sugar! Clutch steal! There we go.
Great response there, saving up the Unibeam for the steal. He could have easily just went for it, popped it off from the get-go, but no, just waiting for the right moment and being able to get the steal there. A bit worried though on how Assassin Warriors saw the Iron Man but didn't respect the possibility of a steal. Oh no, Ixig here gets caught off. Here comes the Milano strike.
Look
Here
at the
comes the ult.
look at the damage! Oh my god, they have lost one! They're going for more though. Rex is trying to run away. Very good push to fend them back. But Leviathan will be secured here by the Assassin Warriors. Glad tries to go for the steal, but was forced to blink out after just an immense amount of damage here. Kapayapaan is doing the work, but not to mention the Black Widow being on point right now. However, look at their lanes.
Mm-hmm.
The turret, both sides being pressured, top lane is being pressured as well. I think the Assassin Warriors are forgetting to defend.
Yeah, they're forgetting to defend and they're forgetting about objectives. They are winning fights and well, they do get some objectives. I mean, they just got the Surtur crown stolen from beneath their feet, but interesting. This looks like a winning game for the side of Assassin Warriors, but it's not because they don't have any turrets that they were able to take down. The push
Exactly.
advantage is on the side of Espada. Yeah, they're losing the team fights, but they are focusing hard on the objectives, on the turrets, and on the laning, and that is what's keeping them in this game.
Yep, that's a big problem right now. So they're gonna be going for it. They need to go for the defense. If they don't, they might, they might lose a game from under their noses. I mean, who knows? That's one of the problems here. Here comes another fight though. Black Widow being ulted.
Oh,
They're going for it. Oh my God, Namor. He tries to get out. It's not gonna be possible. He will fall. But that is just a support kill, which is completely fine. That allows Kapayapaan to push the top lane and get back. So at least they have a push going now.
and that's what you want to see if you're Assassin Warriors. You can't keep doing what you're doing or just focusing on the fights and the kills. Get the objectives. Glad though, 1-on-1 against Kapayapaan. Who's going to win it? Not going to be fully committing just yet. But meanwhile, in the middle lane, we've got a big fight here. The ult just to send them back. Vessi and Shoot Phase are going to be able to get away though.
Exactly, exactly. This is um this is some really scary stuff coming in from Espada because I mean if you look at it, they're losing. But they were able to do a lot of pushes here. Glad though, biting off more than he
Oh, the
could chew. Here
ult!
comes the whirlpool. They catch three. Cat is down. Glad will fall as well. Kapayapan nearly dies in the hands of the war machine, but gets out just in time with the rocket boots. Sugar is
Charlesy!
not ending the fight just yet. Luminescence gets committed. Shoot face. Call Obsidian as well. All of them are going down one by one. Charlesy with some really
Correct!
clutch plays, but here comes Rick. Surprise! You are gonna go down. Jubilee taken out by the Captain America. And while this is happening, the tank, the tank dealing damage to the tower top side. So that is the last outer tower remaining for the Assassin Warriors. They're winning fight after fight, but it's not looking good for their wave management here.
Not looking good indeed. 8 and 11. But the wave management, that's at the same time like respected for the side of Espada being able to focus on the lanes here, knowing that oh no, he gets the ultimate there on Kapayapan. Kapayapan is getting low,
Uh-oh.
but it's a two on
Uh-oh.
one now. Principe with the assist, and he has no turn to
A
go back
stun.
to. He gets a stun. Kapayapan still
Oh!
survive. So
He's still
close.
alive. The man, you will never. Oh my god! And you thought you would survive. Black Widow will secure the crown helmet though. Vessi is here to zone them out, but was this even worth it? They're going down like flies here. Iggy is gonna run off with the Surtur. So, in hindsight, yeah, okay, cap falls, but at least they were able to take out the Star Lord because of Surtur's assistance. There's
Mhm.
gonna be another fight here though,
Ooh.
as Glad gets picked off by three members of the Assassin Warriors. So now this is pretty much time for the Assassin Warriors to make their comeback play based on the waves, based on the pushing power here, with the Surtur being summoned bot side. This is time for them to turn things around. Yes, they have been winning in the team fights. Yes, they've been playing a lot better in game number two, but this will not end well if they cannot push. So now with Surtur up, this is a good time for them to be able to do it.
They are knocking on the top lane turret, though. They get the stun on Lazy. They get the stun of the Kapayapan. Principe
Uh
getting peppered away by the ult.
oh.
There goes the vortex.
Sugar
He
is
catches them
gone.
down.
That's a good delay by Principe, though. He's gonna try to run out now. He will get
Ooh.
hit. Call Obsidian takes down the Namor. Now it's Glad here going to probably maybe secure the. Oh, Vessi. Okay, okay. So Vessi's recall was cancelled by the blue buff. Glad was able to last hit it in a way though because of the damage over time. Secures the red buff as well, but the towers are being taken. Mid goes down. Looks like they're gonna go for more because
Oh
Glad
no, glad
in no man's land gets
the
silenced by the
ult.
cloak and dagger, gets taken out. Here comes Widow going for more. Will not be able to secure anything. The terrain blocked the hook coming in from Vessi. So now, instead, you know what? Let's just take the mid lane tower. They're gonna take it down. And this is a really big turnaround from the Assassin Warriors. This time, okay, we've won enough team fights. Let's go for towers.
And that's what you got to do. And they are doing it really well. I like how Charlesy, instead of thinking about joining in the fights there in the middle lane and in the top, trying to get a bit more kills, he focused on the objectives here. Assassin Warriors acknowledging their weakness in the earlier portions of the game, not focusing on the objectives, on the pushing, and on the laning. They are doing that now, and they are doing it really well.
With all of the towers being taken down, both teams, well, not all, both teams have one outer tower remaining. One high ground tower has been taken down from the Assassin Warriors, though. Sugar just dealing with some poke damage here. Kapayapan, quarter of health, gets taken out.
Oh,
Vessi,
Messi. Not in a good
uh-oh,
spot.
uh-oh. Big brunt of damage there, but I think both teams are going to be playing it safe, waiting for the nice pick off before they go for the Surtur, which will be spawning in a bit.
Here comes Glad from
Blink
behind.
gets committed though. Yep, Glad is cutting in from the back. They will go for more. The Whirlpool gets popped up here.
Ooh.
The Unibeam is dealing some damage onto the members of the Assassin Warriors, but it's not gonna be enough. The Assassin Warriors though,
Oh.
they will lose one because of this really, really bad War Machine. Really,
Oh.
really badass damage right now. They will take out two members. War Machine looking
Kapayapan.
like the big bad man here. The raid boss going in. They're gonna take some more. Three dead for each member. Kapayapan trying to run away. Now it's Jubilee. Chelsea. Kapayapan going up against Rex. 2v1. Shoot face. What you doing, my man?
Oh.
Oh my god. Wrong turn. These
Oh
aren't gonna survive.
no.
That's a team wipe. Assassin Warriors turn the fight around and now set their eyes on the Surtur.
They got a little bit too greedy there. They could have been fine with the kills they had there, but Kapaya Paan and Charlesy outplaying Espada there and able to get the Surtur too. This is, on a team standpoint, demoralizing for your team. Just when you thought you were able to turn things around, Shootface was doing really well with dealing damage as the War Machine. Not enough. Well, it was enough, but they tried to go for more and they choked on the cake, man. They choked on the cake.
It's after that Star Lord is already hard to catch. He even has a dispel going. Not to mention the save coming in from Cloak and Dagger. There are so many ways to save Star Lord right now to keep him alive, and that has proven to be really hard for Espada to deal with. 14 to 20,
Oh, Principe.
there's gonna be another fight here. Principe popping some slows. Sugar is hovering, going for a possible fight here. But while this is happening, they diverted their attention a little too much. Kapayapaan takes the tower out in the top side.
Oh,
There goes the ult pop. The dispel was popped as well. Not gonna be enough though, because Kapayapaan finally falls. Ixie
for
going
the fight.
into the middle of the team fights. The damage is just way too much. He falls as well, and now Principe. Can you run away from this? Three members now,
Charlesy.
but Charlie coming in. He's gonna try to deal some damage onto the side of the Espada team. Sugar will
Oh,
fall.
Dominator.
3-3. Is it gonna happen? No, Chelsea will fall as well. And Espada are doing it, taking them out one by one. The damage is not gonna be enough, and now it's the God Reaper saving himself. Pop that ult, but he's just delaying the inevitable.
Una.
Cloak and Dagger will fall. And with that, two towers were taken out by the Assassin Warriors. They would be happy with that either way. Yes, you wiped them But the delays, that fight took way too long. It allowed the Assassin Warriors minions to just push these towers. So a very, very lopsided win, but either or. This time it's Espada looking for a fight here.
Ooh, they don't get the pull. A lot of damage here. They're all coming in
They're
for the
going
Black
for it
Widow. They take
though.
it down. XZ gets hooked by
Uh-oh.
Captain America.
Uh-oh. Not gonna be enough. Not gonna be enough. Black Widow survives with just a sliver of health. Kapayapaan with the save. And with that, boys and girls, come on. Let's appreciate these two teams. It's another uh 19-minute game.
Here we go again.
Yep, and it's
Uh,
Esmada on the back foot yet again.
oh,
And
Espada. Oh, that was a really great team fight there. I really gotta commend Rick. His performance on that Captain America in that huge scramble where they were able to get the ace with the last kill on Reaper's Cloak and Dagger. That was Captain America who started it and got caught off at the start and just lived through the entire team fight, holding on. Of course, the damage coming in, the his build also a little bit more defensive, so that added into the survivability. Wow, what a showing there from
it's
Espada.
it's 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 turning into the late game though. This is
Yeah,
where the Assassin Warriors will flourish because they have Cloak and Dagger sustaining the whole team. The AoE heal is gonna be a really big thing. Xy's going on top of the Captain America though, gets cancelled out. He's gonna try to run away this time. Is it gonna be
can
enough for
he?
Xy to get out? There is a clutch save here coming in from Reaper. Saves the Black Widow. Gonna try to
Oh, he
run.
has to wait.
Oh no. Glad will finish off the Black Widow. Here comes the
Once
rest of
more.
the team, though, as they are now trying to run away from this Proxima Midnight, or are they? They turned the fight around, and now it's Glad trying to run. They have already lost two members as the Star-Lord falls as well. Sugar is being pressured here by Charlesy, but with that happening, three members of the Assassin Warriors were dropped pretty low. So, you know what? Espada are going to secure the Surtur instead.
Ooh, yes, that is the right move. Don't get greedy. Don't try to go for kills. You already won a team fight. Get the objectives, and you do want Big Daddy Sutter knocking at the doorstep of Assassin Warriors. Glad, how the hell did you survive that? You were supposed to go down, but he held on, and they don't even bring it back to base. They come knocking straight at the door. Can Espada finish this
Oh,
off?
look at the damage onto the tower. They're gonna be silenced by the cloak and dagger. Though Charlesy with some poke, some harass here. Reaper getting bursted down.
Unibeam.
Is it gonna be enough? No, it will not. Cloak and dagger stays alive, but here
Oh
comes
no!
Charlesy with the damage. Three members are gone. Glad now is gonna try to run away. Rect is gonna try to run away as well. Igzy, Charlesy, Kapayapan. Look at these three making some really clutch plays to save their base. Two towers from both teams have been taken out. And now the fight is reset yet again.
Not completely though, because here comes the rest of Assassin Warriors knocking at the doorstep. These are the three cores just trying to go for the end game here. With 20 plus seconds with the remaining three members of the side of Espada, this is gonna be really difficult.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at the damage
Uh-oh.
onto
Uh-oh,
Glad.
glad.
Here comes the minions at the top lane. Can they
But now
finally
they're
end
gonna
this?
try to push it. They could push this. They might go for it.
But your
Rick popped
Vanguard,
that up. The core.
they get
The
Iggy.
core. The
It's a
core.
GG.
And there we go. Star-Lord Kapayapan keeps his team alive, comes back from a clutch team fight, and they have secured a victory 2-0 against